All right. So shout out to Michael Goldman, both playing and dealing with our hiccups. Unfortunately, you missed a great goal by John Bidstrup for the Vipers, which puts the score at, oh, it's 20?
20-0. Yeah, John has scored both goals for the Vipers. One was a fast break due to his beaters just making lanes, and one he just found a shot from right outside the keeper zone, doing it all. 27 from Mile High is going to go wide to, I wish I could see the number, 27. Wow, 27 tries to go into the hoop, and Max Howard's going to block from behind the hoop, recovers, goes, no blooders in front of him, no beaters in front of him, passes and scores.
Olivia Watkins, you cannot leave Max or Olivia open. They are both two of the Vipers' biggest threats.
I feel like we're going to hear Max to Olivia a lot over this first line.
San Francisco Fog, and like same thing happening there.
A lot of history together. The leading goal scorer for the Vipers subs out John Birchup, and in comes Jacob Ellis. And Mile High Quidditch with the quad ball here, led by their keeper, number 27. I wish I could see your name. Oh, is it Monjoy? Is that what that says? 99 to Marks.
That's Matthew Monjoy, I think.
All right, Matthew Monjoy goes out wide. Jacob Ellis steps to the Mile High player. Mile High player goes forward, shoots. Ball ends up on the ground. Max Howard looks to recover. Max Howard to recover the quad ball. The score remains 3-0, Silicon Valley Vipers. Monjoy, you're right, Monjoy. Matthew Monjoy, the keeper for Mile High, has been in the entire start of this game. He is the ball carrier so far for the team. They've yet to find any success. We'll look to see what can change for Mile High Quidditch. Howard drives right, passes behind. The ball ends up out of bounds, back to Mile High. Score stands 3-0.
Joe, you've been to more tournaments this year than me. Have you seen Mile High at any other West tournaments this year or not?
No, unfortunately, Anti-Dis Forever have only been to 2 tournaments this year prior to this one.
That's still more than me.
That is true. Vipers nor Mile High Quidditch have been to either. So this is my first time seeing them. I am more familiar with the Vipers players, being that they have been in the region for a long time. And Mile High, I think this is their second year, at least at a regionals.
Yes.
And so
they were in the Colorado was part of the Midwest. But they moved them in with us.
We have a keeper change here for Mile High, number 4, Timo.
Oh, he's one of the RCs, right? Timo Heron?
Yeah, Timo Heron. Timo Heron's gonna drive forward, looks, shoots, scores.
Scoring.
Is gonna dodge the beat and score over the Vipers keeper, Max Howard. 3-1, Vipers. Who stands to make a play here for Vipers? Again, Max Howard is in. Jacob Ellis is going to stand behind the hoops. Control stands with the Vipers, I believe. No, Control stands with...
and Sam Fishgren got rid of the Vipers' only bludgeon. But Max is looking for a lane.
Drives wide around, is wrapped up, ends up on the ground, kind of trips over the quadball player, and then gets beat while on the ground. There's a break from Mile High. No beaters in front of him for Vipers. Goes through one, shoots. No goal to Mile High.
And something that hasn't been happening yet that was happening in your and Seattle's game is that the Vipers and Mile High, they'll get like one shot on goal and that's it. Versus you all were able to like 1, 2, 3, 4. And like those extra shots were how you were able to score. And these teams aren't quite able to do that just yet.
Hopefully they'll find some momentum and get more than one shot per offensive drive. Who is this?
Williams for the Vipers, played for Stanford Quidditch. Really great dynamic player, big fan.
Brandon Williams with the ball. He's going to go wide, passes right into the Mile High keeper. Keeper has the ball for Mile High. This is Timo Heron with the goal scorer for Mile High. He's going to pass forward to number 29. Marcus Lewis is going to go by 1, go by 2, shoots, scores.
Mile High beaters making some lanes.
Marcus Lewis, the goal scorer for Mile High Quidditch. Score stands at 30-20 Vipers.
There we go.
Control stands with Mile High Quidditch. No, is that right? Let me look. No, I'm wrong. It stands with Venom. I'm like, I need to look. Let me scan. Yeah, I'm looking in. I've got my visor on. I should be able to see a little better than this. Control stands with the Vipers as well as the lead. Pass back to Jacob Ellis behind the hoops. Jacob Ellis is met by one player. Passes back to another Vipers player. Shifty, moving, looking, scanning. Throws over the hoops. It looks like Vipers will retain quad ball. No, the player is beat. Quad ball's on the ground. Vipers recovered possession by themselves. Pass.
Brandon Williams, just high. Big tackle, though. Good play on both. And the sportsmanship picking each other up, you love to see it.
Vipers still with the quad ball, but it is stripped from them, and Mile High will recover. Play stopped. It was a wonderful exchange there, just like you were talking about. Vipers finally get more than one shot to their offensive drive. The ball ends up on the ground, but the Vipers recover. Number 15, as you said, who played for Stanford, is
Brandon Williams.
Brandon Williams tries to make a lane, is met with a very forceful tackle by a Mile High Quidditch defender, gets the ball out of their hands to Jacob Ellis, who is then met by more contact behind the hoops. It looks like that last contact is going to be a foul on Mile High, and Jacob Ellis will recover the quad ball with no beaters in front of them, but quad ball players in front of them, bigger than he is. He looks, he scans. Oh, that's not Jacob Ellis. It's 22. He scans, he shoots, he fakes, and he shoots. 29, 54. Who is that? Who is it that scored 59?
59 on the Vipers? Good question.
Do I give it to you? I keep thinking I'm giving it to you, but I'm not. Am I? Here, I'm going to give you that one.
Yeah, give me the Vipers.
Yeah, why am I not helping you? Here you go.
They don't have a number assigned.
Okay,
well,
cool.
Great job, 59.
Yeah. So you got Timo out here to 87. Joshua Dunning. Back to Timo. Goes wide. Drives forward. Shoots behind the hoops. Shoots again on the hoops. Recovered by Timo.
Beautiful finish.
Ball ends up in every player's hand. There's a break, though, by Vipers. No one in front of them. Scored by the Stanford alum. It looks like it's going to be 40, 50, 30 Mile High.
Yep. I even got it on the scoreboard this time.
What a duality of scores. Mile High passes and every person on their playing side touches the ball to get the goal. And then the beautiful passing by Mile High is met by one strong offensive drive by the Vipers, because maybe Mile High Quidditch was very impressed with their passing because it was very nice.
Play the whistle, but also don't play to the goal whistle. Get right back on defense.
It was very interesting. All right, Timo with the ball. Looks like, is that Tommy Brown? No, it's not.
No.
I look like Tommy Brown for a second.
Hair, for sure.
The hair really. Let's me use it. There's a fan of ours, Michael Goldman. Goes back to 15 on Vipers. Control to Mile High here.
Vipers bringing it up slow. They've got Kelly Casey with the dodgeball for them, trying to make some things happen for Goldman.
Katie Vargas beating for Mile High, as is Joel Johnson.
Didn't Joel Johnson play for like Boise back in the day?
Yeah, and Nomads.
Yeah.
So has a lot of experience with very competitive quad ball.
Oh, wow. I love seeing veteran players. I'm trying to be better about it. Veteran players come back to the game.
I mean, Joel Johnson definitely led to a good partnership with.
That is him. Oh, wow.
Yeah, can be very physical. Yeah. Mile High's gonna drive, shoots over the hoop. No goal for number 87, Joshua Dunning. No goal for Joshua.
Kelly Casey.
Vipers is gonna get control back though for Vipers, and here we go. Max Howard breaks. It's going forward. There will be a beater set up. There will be a beaters. Max beater.
Max is not a beater.
No, is the term okay?
Oh, beater is fine. The position names are still fine.
Cool. Yeah. It looks like Max is going to pass out wide to a player. That player takes a shot and just misses the hoop, and Mile High is going to recover.
Good to me.
Ooh, score stands 50-30 to Vipers, excuse me. Kelly Casey presses up to Joel. Pass goes out wide for Mile High player. Mile High ball. Mile High shoots. No goal. Picked up by Dunning. No, not picked up by Dunning. Beat before pickup. It looks like Goldman's going to go on a break for the Vipers. One beater in front of them. Is met by a Mile High player. Gets by one. No, does not get by one. Is dragged down.
He still holds on to that quad ball.
There's a scrummage. He still holds the quad ball on the ground. Wow. Vipers player is tackled before possessing the quad ball, I would say. And so I think this might be a card on Dunning for, tackling somebody without full possession. Yeah. And I think the quad ball will go to the Vipers in front of the hoops, and this will bring the score up to 60-30 Vipers if the goal is good here.
Let's not count our quad balls before they're scored.
There is a keeper that can slide over. We'll see what happened. And there is a beater still in play for Mile High. This is not an easy goal.
It's doable. You're quick.
It looks like the Vipers might be looking to ask for the reset for that player, but we'll see what they do.
I don't think they're gonna get it. Nope.
Okay, that call gonna back up, gonna reset the ball. Actually, going to turn the ball over here. Recovered by number 2.
They were
Jacob
really covered.
Schmidt.
I understand why they tried to do that.
Also known as Schmitty. Schmitty's gonna shoot, gonna give a floater.
Oh man.
Jacob Smitty with the touch and the floater. 50-40 Vipers.
Oh.
What's up? What's up? It's like that stone.
Nope.
All right, Smitty's got some game to him. Let's see if he can bring this back. We have John back in for the Vipers, who scored 2 very early goals for the Vipers. Control to Mile High. It looks like they're fighting for control. Vipers may regain control. They do. Shot by John. Goal by John. 60-40 Vipers. John now, he's 3 for 3. Every shot he takes has been in so far.
He's got hot hands.
Here we go. Schmitty with the floater from the last goal. Let's see if he can make some magic happen. There's no beaters in front of them. They're all on the ground, but they're getting back into their position. Vipers now with 2. Set up. Floating ball. John with the ball for Vipers. Control to Vipers. Max Howard carrying the ball across the midline. It looks like there's a 2-2 defense from the Mile High Quidditch Club. 2-2 zone. Max Howard with the quad ball on the right side. He's going to go by 1. Wide. Pass to John. John catches. John shoots.
Beautiful dog.
John scores. John is 4 for 4 today. When he touches the quad ball, it is going in. It is 70-40 Vipers.
Yeah, that was a pretty, I love a good dunk.
That was wonderful. Schmitty with the ball. He's going to drive forward to the middle, to the left. Shoots. Another. Schmitty with the touch. It is 70-50 Vipers. Vipers are breaking past the midline. Max Howard right outside the opposing keeper zone. Looks for John. Finds John. Fakes one. Scores. John stands 5 for 5 for the Silicon Valley Vipers. 80-50.
Yeah, Mile High's got to be putting some bodies on him. They can't let him keep doing that. Or they can, but that's going to end badly for them.
The trouble here is Max is doing a good job. Max Howard is doing a good job of driving right outside the keeper zone,
And
pulling all the attention.
Exactly. He does draw.
Battery is down.
Oh, no. Hold, please. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're back. No? Oh, okay. This is what we're going to do. Is the battery going on enough?
And maybe touching it, maybe.
This cable is super stripped out.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep doing play-by-play while you adjust that.
Sounds good. So it looks like...
Screen's back.
All right, score stands at 80-50 for the Vipers. Max Howard crosses the midline, looks to John, left, right outside the keeper zone. John is 5 for 5. He's going to drive left behind the hoop, passes. Ball ends up on the ground. Mile High is going to recover. Schmitty with the ball. They call him Jacob Schmidt, a.k.a. Schmitty, as they wrote here.
Drive.
Schmitty's driving left. No one in front of them. Schmitty with another goal. Smitty's running 3 goals for Mile High, trying to match John's production on the Silicon Valley Vipers.
Duel.
80-60 Vipers. Olivia back in for the Vipers. They expect a Max Howard-Olivia connection. It works so well for them. Max Howard goes, drives right, fakes the shot to Olivia. Olivia looks, shoots.
Good job.
Shoots and is blocked. Max and Olivia do have that connection like you talked about, and Olivia just misses, does not put enough. Yeah, does not put enough into the shot. It does go a little low and a little slow and is blocked, but it's a good look. Schmitty driving left for Mile High is wrapped up by Max Howard, but is on the ground. It looks like Vipers may recover with a beater over the quad ball, but no. Mile High blocks a beat. 27 with the quad ball for Mile High. 2 quad ball players in front of them. Jukes 1 is beat by 1. What? Wow. How intense. So intense. 78 clearly beats the Mile High Quidditch keeper, but
If it's good, I want to. If it's good, I'll change it. But
hey, Blake, you did everything right, man, because you hit him. You did everything right.
it's a contact sport, buddy.
I wish I could help you, but my input doesn't mean anything. But man, right on his arm.
Goal is no good. Bummer. Looked pretty, but we're not the refs. I haven't cracked open a rule book since before the pandemic, so
It looks like the refs are gonna make the right call that player beat, and the Vipers will recover the quad ball. Olivia with the quad ball for the Vipers.
We're calling the cue ball the quad ball. Why do we call it the B balls?
dodgeballs.
Control sits with Mile High. John with the ball for the Vipers. Olivia on the pitch for the Vipers. Max Howard on the pitch for the Vipers. John driving right into 2. Passes behind there. Ball is with Olivia for the Vipers.
I apologize if you're listening to this game with headphones.
It is a wonderful play started by John, who's going to drives right, passes behind their head to get the ball back to Max Howard. But regardless, Mile High now on the fast break is met by a Viper. Is met by pressure. Is wrapped up in the keeper's zone. Mile High gets past that player and scores.
Still anybody's game, just a 20-point game.
90-70 Vipers, 27 on Mile High Quidditch. Looks to be a very, very big player, strong player, goes through the keeper for Venom and scores there.
Vipers. Venom is the B team.
Yes, you're correct.
They got some sick lavender jerseys, and yes, I'm biased if you know anything about me, but they are very pretty. I'm a big fan.
I have seen them. They are very nice. Looks new keeper in for the Vipers.
That's Brandon Williams again.
Brandon Williams here. Pass wide to number 52.
That's Chris Davis.
Chris Davis is met by 1 Mile High Quidditch player. Fakes 1. Looks like he's got moves. He does have moves. 32 passes out wide.
I believe Chris comes from a soccer background, if I'm remembering
Looks
right.
wonderful. Wow. Olivia's going to recover the ball for that. No, Olivia's not going to recover the ball for the Vipers. I don't know. Who did you say number 32 is who?
Chris Davis?
Chris Davis has moves. I like the way Chris Davis moves. I hope Chris Davis scores a goal so I can shout that out for them. Kelly Casey is wrapping up Mile High beater. It looks like control stays with the Vipers. Quad ball's on the right for Mile High. Pass back number 29 on Mile High. 29 is going to pass back out wide. Is met by a Vipers player. There's a shot. It is tipped out of the air by Olivia. Mile High will not recover. Vipers recover the quad ball behind the hoop after a scrummage for that quad ball. Great tip by Olivia and great defense by Olivia.
Scrappiness. You love to see it.
We'll score on one side and stop a whole drive on the other. Shout out Olivia. The score is still 90-70. Control to the Vipers. Ball is being walked up the pitch. Ball goes back to Vipers player 32. I cannot remember these names. I wish I could.
You'll just get better over the course of the weekend.
Yeah, there's a fake shot. He's gonna pull wide. There's a drive. No, there's not. Being very cautious with the quad ball. A lot of fakes. Looking for an opportunity. There's a 1.5 by the Vipers. The quad ball player's wrapped up. There's a drive. Wrapped up again. Vipers player not getting rid of the ball, really just holding on to the ball. Is now wrapped up by 2 Mile High players and is stripped. A Vipers player held onto that quad ball for a little too long and gets wrapped up and stripped.
Somebody said.
Number 16, Tyler.
It's okay. We're just going to keep...
Looks like Tyler BT's going to going to come out, and it looks like Duning's going to come back in. Joshua Dunning.
There you go. It's back.
Score stands 90-70 for the Vipers. Looks like the last possessions we're coming up on. Oh, we've passed the 20-minute mark. Who's this keeper for Mile High? 29. Marcus Lewis. Marcus Lewis with the ball. Is beat in mid-pitch. Quad ball is recovered by Mile High. Beat by Vipers. Fast break by Vipers. Oh, but it was the last possession, and that's where it ends.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to So Chris Davis is not actually new to the Vipers. Chris Davis, if I remember correctly, is one of the players who helped found the team. Left for a while, came back. So I don't think Chris knows that at the 20-minute mark, there's one last possession. So like he was playing on.
Vipers with the quad ball, looks to fast break, goes by one, is met by one, passes across the pitch. Goal, Vipers, 10-70. I believe set score is going to be 60 points for those ones?
Yes,
155.
yes.
Or 150, excuse me.
150, yes.
Control to the Vipers here. Flag runner is free here. Mile High with the quad ball coming across half is met by contact. Throws behind the hoop.
Nice.
Goal is good to Mile High.
Yeah. Whichever team can manage like the competing priorities of the flag runner and quaffle play, that's what's going to give him an edge. Because that's what happened in y'all's games too. Like you were able to focus when it was just quad ball play.
Fast break on the Vipers.
Run.
Pass to Olivia, stripped up by Marcus, who just scored the last goal. Marcus Lewis is going to go by one, goes by two, is met by a beater. Quad ball's on the ground now. Vipers hoping to recover. There's a kick by Mile High. Looks like it might go off the pitch.
That just means we can focus on the flag runner. Looks like it's just Porter Marsh, who has been seeking, flag chasing, whatever you want to call it, for over a decade out west. Still slaying the game.
John, there looks to be a catch by Mile High right here in front of the camera. I cannot believe it while looking at Porter.
Quaffle was kind of like quiet. We pivoted over to the flag, and then I'm trying my best.
Well, that's Porter Marsh.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, they're both Porter, are they not? So when you kept saying Porter, it was Porter on Porter crying. Porter Marsh of I think NAU and of more teams probably.
A ton of Arizona club teams. Sounds like the catch is good. Well done, Porter.
Game's not over.
Right,
that'll bring the goal.
So effectively tied. We're at 100 for the Vipers, 115 for Mile High.
Set score is 150.
So both teams need to make 4 more goals.
Here we go. Vipers need 5.
Oh,
John breaks. He looks to score again because he's had the hot hand. Floats over the ball. Floats over to Max. Passes back to the other side. Score.
Effectively tied.
They're fast breaking. Fast breaks. Marcus. Another goal for Marcus Lewis. Vipers tried to set up their defense, not realizing that Marcus can and will just run down the field. 110, 125. Set score 150. Lead is to Mile High Quidditch. Max Howard to John. Yes. Ball back to John. A lot of passing up by the top of the pitch. John with the ball out wide. A lot of space in front of them. Is going to go by their defender. Stands right outside the keeper zone against a 2-2 zone defense. Ball goes back behind the hoops.
Big stop. Recovered.
Big stop by Mile High Quidditch.
Quad ball.
Mile High quad ball. Thank you very much.
We're all trying to be better.
By this Mile High sports team. That's a big stop from this Mile High sports team. I believe this is Timo Heron with the quad ball. Dunning to his right, and Martinez 15 to their left. To Martinez, ball to Martinez. Back to Heron. Back to Timo. Here we go. Timo with the quad ball. Control sits with the Vipers. Mile High very tentative about going forward. Timo's going to pass wide to Dunning. Dunning's going to pass back to Martinez at the top of the pitch. Martinez takes a shot and just goes
Why did he
below.
take that shot though? The pressure was covering.
Max Howard's going to break here. He will stop the break, it looks like. Control will still stand. No, sorry, it gets moved to Mile High. Max Howard with the quad ball. Passes right to John Bircham. Vipers throw away their only beater. Let's see this pressure from Mile High. Mile High taps out one quad ball player. Vipers passing up top.
They're keeping pressure high on the quad ball too.
Yeah, they do not force the reset. They just force some pressure, and Vipers stay calm and just pass amongst themselves to wind it off. Max Howard drives forward, goes by one, is wrapped up, goes by that wrap, drives and scores, dunks on Martinez. Play stops. Wonderful dunk by Max Howard to go over Martinez. If the goal stands, it'll be 125 to 120, and set score is 150. Tentatively meaning the game is tied.
First, Danica, the head referee, ruled for a good goal, and then she stopped playing.
The thing I saw, and we'll see if it is
card.
Oh. So it looks like they're going to card Mile High Quidditch Dunning for, I think, contact below the knees after they fell off the wrap. They still contacted Max Howard as they were falling and tried to hold on to their ankles. They're just inadvertently tripped up on their ankles. Regardless, contact was made on there was contact, and there's a card, but penalty time is negated due to the goal.
Both teams are 3 goals away from their ultimate goal of winning, so nice close game, just like the last time.
It looks like club will have a lot of close games, even amongst the middle pack, as presumed by, I think, people outside of the region.
I mean, I like parity. It makes it more fun to watch.
Yeah, it's great. Timo's driving forward here. Timo's going to drive right. Timo's looking for something, is wrapped up by Max Howard, brought to the ground, ball's on the ground, quad ball's on the ground, is recovered by Mile High. Mile High shoots. Oh, it goes over the ball. Looks like Dunning's going to get there.
Oh, it was kicked out by the Vipers. There we go. The ref saw it. Andrew,
wait, did they? Yeah. No, right.
Oh, I thought that was a kick out by them.
They're going to call the kick out by Mile High, and the ball's going to go to the Vipers here.
Their feet were close to each other. I may have seen it wrong.
Dunning did great to box out that Vipers player, but the ball is kicked in the tangle.
They're new.
Let's see. Sorry. Oh, you have.
No.
There's a duel. Max Howard shoots. Ball ends up on the ground way too low. Mile High with the quad ball. Timo. Vipers with control. Number 0 for the Vipers is going to try to press really far up.
Oh, that's Sam Fishgren.
Sam Fishgren tries to press really far up, but is going to instead. Fishgren is meeting them in height, but going really wide around, maybe trying to sneak around. Fishgren's going to duel and misses the beat. Timo to Martinez. Martinez is going to look for the pass. Goal number 99 for Mile High Sports Club, Quad Ball Club, sports team. If I had more names, do you think it'll be better or worse? So with that goal, Mile High takes the lead, and for the majority of this game, they were down. They were down in the quad ball game. The flag catch really reinvigorated them, and now they stand to be up by 10 points.
So we have a stop for reasons.
It looks like one of the Mile High quad ball players, I think the equipment went too low, and they needed to reset it because it's a knee brace, and so they asked for a stoppage, but they have to sub that player out now.
They treat it like an injury
stoppage. 50 on Vipers, goes back to Max Howard. Max Howard at the top of the pitch. A lot of space in front of them. Max Howard passes, scores. There's a big combo there between Max Howard and John Bridstrom.
Bidstrom?
Birdstrom. Is it Bird?
Oh.
John, who has scored, I think, 7 goals now for this Vipers game. Bridstrom.
Yeah.
Brid. Gotcha. Well, John Bridstrup, again, with maybe 6 to 7 goals for these Vipers, so that's about half of their total team goals today. 2 goals away from victory for either team.
Mhm.
Timo with the quad ball. Moving, trying to find an opportunity. Passes. No, actually takes the shot. Takes this shot, bounces off the hoop. A Mile High quad ball club recovers the ball on the ground, but is stopped by a flood of Vipers players.
What's the group noun for snakes?
It's a murder of snakes, right? Because that's what I'm thinking. And yeah, but it's how I feel, you know? Oh, danger noodles. Marichon. Okay, all right. There's a battle. There's a free lane for the Vipers. Pass behind the hoops. Shoots right into the keeper's hands for Mile High. Mile High might have a break here. Mile High passes forward to number 99. Tosses the ball. Bobbles. Meets one quad ball player. Passes over the hoops to nobody.
Keeps been trying to get it off to number 4, but
Was under too much pressure to scan the field and find number 4 and just passes out of bounds. Recovered by the Vipers. The score remains tied. Both teams need 2 goals to win. Set score 150. Total score 130 to 135. Excuse me. Catch for Mile High Quad Ball Club. And Kelly Casey is going to run a 1.5 or a napalm. Back to John Bridstrup. John has been money from here.
that's a beat before, so that's not good. There was a beat before, yeah. But good on her for like playing to the whistle or the leg grab, but
We're trying to squeeze it.
right?
Alex Martinez with the quad ball.
Split second thing. You don't have time to think if it's going to hit you or not.
I had more than a split second.
I appreciate the hustle.
Martinez and a new keeper in for Mile High looks to be Schmitty, who's had the touch with these mid-range shots.
And their little foot beat. I love those.
Number 1 beater for Mile High, creating nothing but lanes. Martinez is going to drive through one. Oh. Wow.
All right. So Mile High, 1 goal away from the win.
Big contact as Alex Martinez drives and dishes, but meets an incredible hit by Max Howard.
Looks like there's going to be a sub for the Vipers. Injury sub.
Oh, looks like Kelly Casey to be down, which is a big deal for the Vipers. Oh no. I believe that goal was good.
Good goal.
So if the goal stands, it's 140, 130 to Mile High.
I assume that it was.
Yeah, the score table does have 140, 130 for Vipers, but I believe it to be the inverse of that, a flip of that, whatever we want to call that.
Score table, fix the score. I don't think they know.
Good goal.
So Alex Martinez does get that drive and dish off. Good goal for Mile High is met by neck contact, from Max Howard, but no penalty time. Golden goal situation here for Mile High. 2 goals needed for the Vipers. What is this? Who's number 1?
4.
Abe Martinez from Mile High Quidditch, really opening up that entire lane, goes through a beater by Vipers. An incredible play by Abe here. Vipers take out their. Vipers bring in Olivia, which is always a wonderful idea, as we can see by their performance today. Yeah.
To both make this goal and then immediately make a stop.
Looks to be a very strong offensive line for Vipers with Bridstrup and Olivia with Max Howard. Ball to Bridstrup. John is met by Abe. Abe beats a player. Quad ball's on the ground, loose. Mile High recovers, and this 1 goal may be it for them. The ball goes forward to 99. 99 just needs to score to win. Shoots, scores. Alex Martinez finds the long ball to 99, back by that small hoop, and goal is good. Mile High Quidditch wins 150-130. 155, 130 with the catch. You're right. Wow, what a game.
Right? That was another good, close game.
Do you have anything to say about that? I mean, the Vipers really did start off really well. They held the lead.
I did say whoever got the flag was going to win.
You did say that at the beginning. That was correct. And it was a close game, even though they were the poll only put them up 10 points. So it was still anybody's game.
Right?
Yes.
Got them back.
And their play really improved after that catch. There's a big momentum swing.
Yeah.
I mean, what a wonderful start by the Vipers. Some players to look out for the rest of the day. John Bridgestep scored so many goals for the Vipers. Olivia Watkins doing it on both sides of the pitch. We'll see if this Kelly Casey loss is going to be an all-day thing.
All she needs is to elevate ice and she'll be better. Wishing her the best. We're going to be back for the next game, so we will see you when that is.
Thank you for stopping by.